Welcome class 12th students. As you know, we are discussing about electric potential and 2 point already discussed, that was potential due to point charge and potential due to multiple charge. For point charge formula was plus q at r distance point P and potential at that point P V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r. That was the potential due to point charge. On same way, today we will discuss about potential due to dipole. So make heading, this is very important point. Electric potential due to dipole. Electric potential due to dipole. And in dipole, we will consider three conditions. These conditions are there. Note down the classification: axial, equatorial, and one more point is there, general. So I think data are very clear. We will find out the electric potential due to dipole, and dipole will contain three conditions. Axial, we better know if any, this is the dipole, let's suppose this is plus q, this is minus q, and if any point is extended in the axis of dipole, that condition is called axial position. In same axis of dipole, we are taking a point P, this is called axial. If we are taking half perpendicular on dipole, this is called equatorial. And if we are taking somewhere else, as like this is plus q, this is minus q, for axial, no doubt theta is equal to 0 degree. For equatorial, theta is equal to 90 degree. But for a general point, we can assume any angle that will be theta. It could be 0 to 90. If it directly 0, it become axial. It is 90, it become equatorial. But we are thinking about general point. It means it is not 0, not 90, but somewhere else as like theta angle. So questions are very clear. Our aim, electric potential due to dipole, we have to consider three conditions. Axial, when the point is on the axis of dipole, this is called axial condition. Equatorial, when the point is half perpendicular on dipole, this is called equatorial position. And general, when it is maintaining theta angle, which is not 0, which is not 90, but something else, that is called general points. Now we will do one by one, but keeping in mind potential formula V is equal to K Q upon R. This is potential due to point charge. We have to consider this one. So first condition for you, potential due to dipole at the axial point. At the axial point. Potential due to dipole at axial point. Let's suppose this is minus q, this is plus q, beta no, separated by 2a. That is called electric dipole. When equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance, this is called dipole according to our question. Let's suppose from O at r distance a point is P. Since it is a scalar quantity, we have to go through directly q upon r square. Don't put away from positive towards negative, because this is not electric field. This is the electric potential. Okay, let's suppose this is the point number 1 and this is the charge number 2. Charge number 1 and charge number 2. So what are first potential? V1 is equal to K, not Q, minus Q upon R. What is total R? This is R and this is that much will be A. Because this is 2A, the half distance will be A. So it will be R plus A. Similarly, V2 is equal to K, don't put bracket, Q upon that much distance will be R minus A. So Q upon R minus A. This is potential due to minus Q charge. You better know charge upon distance. Charge distance will be R plus A. Here distance will be R minus A. So total potential very easy. V is equal to V1 plus V2. So V is equal to KQ is common. KQ is common from both. So we will get 1 upon R minus A, 1 upon R minus A, then minus 1 upon R plus A. Okay. Here LCM will be R minus A, R plus A. R minus A cancel, you will get R plus A, then minus sign R minus A. Where we will solve it, V is equal to KQ into what we get? We will get here R minus minus plus R. So we will get minus R minus R cancel, A minus minus plus A. So we will get A plus A, 2A divided by R into R, A minus B, A plus B formula, R square minus A square. Since we know that point is called P, we know that P is equal to Q into 2A. We better know. This is the definition of electric dipole moment. So we have to substitute it. So V is equal to Kp upon R square minus A square. If R is much greater than A, so A should be neglected. So we will get V is equal to Kp upon R square. This is the formula for electric potential due to dipole at an axial point. Once again, V1 due to V1 minus KQ upon R, due to V2 KQ upon R. You have to know, simply we are using formula. Total potential, no need to direction because it is a scalar quantity. V is equal to V1 plus V2. KQ is common, 1 upon R minus A minus 1 upon R plus A, and you can solve it and you will get formula K Q into 2A, and you better know K into 2 Q into 2A, it will be P. P is called electric dipole moment. So formula V is equal to Kp upon R square minus A square. If R much greater than A should be neglected. So we will get V is equal to Kp upon R square. This is potential due to dipole at an axial point. Okay. Second, our second question is electric potential due to dipole at an equatorial point. So formula, second formula, at equatorial. You better know what equatorial point. This is plus Q minus Q separated by 2 distance, and when any point is half of perpendicular on dipole, this point is P, situated at R distance. We have to find out the potential at P. So you better know, we need to think one charge and another is distance. So that and that. This is 2A, so it will be A. This is R, so it will be under root R square plus A square. Are we getting that? This is Pythagoras theorem. Similarly here, this will be A, 2A. This is half of perpendicular, so it will be A. This is R. It will be again under root R square plus A square. So what are total formula? We know the formula. V is equal to KQ upon R. This is the formula of potential due to point charge. Okay. So we will get here. So V1 is equal to KQ upon R. What is R? Distance is very clear. Under root R square plus A square. Over. What are V2? V2 is equal to KQ, not Q. It will be minus Q. Minus is there. Divided by under root R square plus A square. So what are total potential? You better know. V is equal to V1 plus V2. So V is equal to value of V1 KQ upon under root R square minus A square. Then minus sign. It is minus KQ upon under root R square minus R square, sorry, not minus, R square plus A square. Cancel out, equal. What our total potential is 0. This is very, very important point. So electric potential due to dipole at an equatorial point will be 0 because you better know charges are opposite and distances are same. They will cancel out, and total potential at P, potential V is equal to what? 0. Okay, this is potential due to dipole at an equatorial point and it becomes 0. Okay. Our next point is, you better know, this is the general point. Okay. Note down all these points. Number of times that question asked, very easy question, number of times asked in board exam in 2 marks. What are the potential surface at an equatorial point? So note down, it will be 0. Okay. Our third aim is at a general point. Our third aim is general point. And the whole question will be there. Electric potential due to dipole at a general point. So first we will create the general point. Let's suppose plus Q minus Q, separation distance 2A from midpoint O. Let us suppose a point is P at R distance, but it is maintaining angle theta. See there, in first we had taken theta is equal to 0 degree. In second we have taken theta is equal to 90 degree, but it is general point, so it will have for all. So let us suppose this is angle theta. So potential due to plus Q and potential due to minus q, it is theta, so it will be 180 minus theta. Let's suppose that distance is r1 and that distance is r2. If it is half perpendicular, no doubt it becomes 0, but we are taking angle theta, so it is r1 and it is r2. So first point, v1 is equal to kq upon r1, very easy. Distance is r1 from plus q, kq upon r1. For second, v2 is equal to k minus q upon r2. So what are total potential? V is equal to v1 plus v2. So v is equal to q is common, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. Equation number first. Okay, here little critical condition. For equatorial, r1 was equal to r2 and cancel out and answer becomes 0. But we are thinking about general point. Now we have to find out the value of r1 and what? r2. Okay, so we will use some theorem. This is equation number first. So first, we know the formula as like in trigonometry. Let's suppose this angle is theta, this is A, this is B and this is C. So formula A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos theta. That is the formula in trigonometry given. Okay, theta is there. This is the front arm, so it become A square is equal to B square plus C square minus 2BC. If theta is here, then it become B square is equal to. Okay, so you should know the formula by trigonometry. Okay, so our M is R1. So R1 is here, this is the angle of theta. So what do we get here? R1 square is equal to R square plus A square minus 2RA and what? Cos theta. We have used this formula. Our M is 1 by R1. So R1 square is equal to R square is common, 1 plus A square upon R square minus 1 R will cancel out. We will get 2A cos theta upon R. Okay, 1 R will cancel out. Okay. Okay. Now, since that quantity is very smaller, A is much less than R, so it could be neglected. So what we'll get? We will get here R1 is equal to, we need R1. So R1 is equal to R1 square is equal to R square 1 minus 2A cos theta upon R. Okay. Our M is 1 by R1. So first R1 is equal to R 1 minus 2A cos theta upon R का whole power 1 by 2. So 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R 1 minus 2A cos theta upon R का power not 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Are you getting that? Because it go down, then when we bring it up, it become minus 1 by 2. So this is the value of 1 by R1. Similarly, we can get 1 upon R2, same point. Okay, we can use the binomial theorem, 1 minus x को whole power n. So what will get 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R. We will get 1 minus and minus plus 1 upon 2 will come down, 1 upon 2, 2A cos theta upon R, 2 cancel out, 1 upon R1 is equal to 1 upon R, 1 plus A cos theta upon R. This is the formula of 1 by R1. Similarly, if you thinking about 1 by R2, so no doubt it will be 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta become here plus and here become minus. So 1 upon R2 is equal to 1 upon R2 is equal to, it become 1 upon R, 1 minus A upon R and what? Cos theta. Directly we can take 1 upon R2 in compared to 1 by R1. Okay. So now we will put in equation number first all these points. What are formula? V is equal to KQ upon what? R. What are inside bracket? 1 by R1. 1 by R1 is equal to 1 by R. R is again common. So what we get? R is common. We will get 1 plus A cos theta upon R. Then what sign? Minus. It become minus 1 and minus plus A cos theta upon R. 1 will cancel out and A cos theta, 2A cos theta, R is common. What we get? V is equal to KQ into 2A cos theta upon R is common and R. r square, q into 2a, it become p. So what we get here, v is equal to kp cos theta upon r square. V is equal to kp cos theta upon r square. You can see here, this is the general point. By general point, we can get axial or equatorial condition. If theta is equal to 0, cos 0 is equal to 1, we will get v is equal to kp upon r square. Already we got in axial point. And if theta is equal to 90, so cos 90 0, the potential becomes 0. Okay, so by general point we can get axial and equatorial. Okay, so that's all for today. Next day we will discuss about equipotential surface. Okay.